So trying to stream any sort of gameplay or even news and politics on an ADSL connection is like trying to teach my mum how to use an iPhone or an iPad. You just end up repeating yourself repeatedly over and over and over, and then at the end of it you just feel like throwing her and or the iPad and the iPhone into the ocean and walking off saying, I'm done. But regardless, I was told mid this year, and I don't want to get into specifics because 4chan will dox me. I love you guys, please don't dox me. But yeah, I don't want to get into specifics of what date, but I was told mid this year that I would have access to the National Broadband Network. That acronym means something completely different than what it's supposed to. It's supposed to be the National Broadband Network, but I think it's more of num nuts, butt faces, and something else that I'm not going to say because this video will already be demonetized. Welcome to YouTube 2019. But regardless, let's just keep going on with the salt mine. So yeah, yes, I waited up and I marked it on my calendar and I went around telling everybody how I was going to get the National Broadband Network. Which ended up being a severe case of the blues, but we'll get to that in a sec. So obviously the date has rolled round. I'm waiting. I've pre-ordered it. I'm like a 12-year-old waiting up for Christmas, and then nothing. No contact, nothing. No mention, no phone call. Not even Santa's helper jumping down the chimney saying,
"Surprise, motherfucker!"
and then end up running away. So I ended up ringing my ISP. Hey, what's going on with my internet? I'm supposed to be connected. It's still showing me as not available. Well, to my surprise, apparently everybody in the whole neighborhood could get connected except for yours truly. Yes, for some reason I had more work needed on my property, although my neighbors were supposedly NBN ready. Yeah, I'm going to take a break out of ranting to talk about that. So apparently if I had brought the house next to me, I would have got the NBN 3 months earlier than I actually did. Try and work out that one in logic. But regardless, let's jump back to it. So then I ended up saying to my ISP, well, hey, why is it my neighbours can get the NBN on the map, but I can't? To which they responded, well, you need more work done, we'll get back to you. And they set my date for sometime in 2020. Now, obviously, facing the fact that I'd have to wait 9 months to get decent internet connection when I could have literally accessed my neighbour's internet connection through his Wi-Fi because his password was so freaking obvious and I could have just easily hacked it, I decided not to go on a psychotic rampage and actually try and get the internet connected sooner. But anyway, so yeah, after 3 months of arguing with the NBN, with them turning around saying the NBN is not available into your area, but it's available at my neighbours can get it. Oh yes, it's available in your area, but we need more work done on your premises. This was literally the conversation that was happening. It was going from NBN is not in your area to NBN is in your area, but you just need more work done. Okay, what work needs to be done on my premises? We don't know. We'll get back to you, preferably before June of 2020. And people wonder why I'm a small government type of guy. I can't even get them to connect my NBN on my internet. What makes you think I want them in charge of my finances or my universal income, for example? But regardless, I went through and fought and screamed and did several impressions of the Hulk.
Enough! You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
I ended up speaking to the NBN provisioning department, which, by the way, ended up being someplace overseas. So not only do I have to talk to some moron about the internet, but now I also have to try and translate it into Sri Lankan or some shit. But regardless, at the end of the day, I ended up getting my connection. To which it took me going to members of parliament, you heard that correctly, And by the way, guys, if you ever want your NBN connected at warp speed, go to your local member of parliament. Once they get involved, everybody suddenly starts becoming really compliant. And as soon as the member of parliament, who, by the way, happened to have the phone number for the local area guy of the NBN, all of a sudden I had 5 technicians turn up to my house within 2-day period, 3 phone calls, and all of a sudden it's like it's freaking Christmas and Santa's popping down my chimney going, "Surprise, motherfucker!"
Surprise, motherfucker.
And all of a sudden my internet seems to be getting connected. Which is weird because every technician that came out to my house to say what was actually going on was, quote, saying the same phrase, quote, and I'm quoting him when I say this, "I don't understand why you're having such a problem getting connected. Everything seems to be fine." Facepalm right now. To which my response to that guy was, "No shit, been trying to tell the NBN that for 3 months now, and all of a sudden everybody seems to be repeating my catchphrase." But regardless. So yes, I had 5 technicians come out to my house, 3 phone calls regarding the NBN, all within a 2-day period, and all of a sudden my internet is now getting connected at warp speed. This takes you up to about 2 weeks ago, to which they then go through and try and send out a modem. Now, if you think at the end of the day that my problems have not stopped here, you have no idea of the shit that I'm going through. It's no wonder that I have grey hairs. I don't really, but you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, yes, I go through, I set an appointment, I'm getting an NBN technician who's going to come out to my house, and they set it for a 2-week period. This is supposedly a priority connection. It's 2 weeks for a priority connection, apparently. God knows how long it would have taken them to come out and do it if it hadn't been a priority connection. But regardless, so 2 weeks is coming along. It's getting close to my date, and it's getting to Thursday when the connection's happening on Wednesday. And the next week, of course, and I'm ringing them up saying, "Hey, you know, this connection's supposedly happening on Wednesday. It's Thursday." And then by this stage, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. I still don't have my freaking modem. It's taken you a week and a half to send it. Where the hell is it? Expecting to unwrap this thing, sit it under the Christmas tree, and stare at it for a better part of a week, wondering how long it was going to take to get it all connected. No, that didn't happen because at the end of the day, they literally took a week and a half to post it out. Now, obviously, thank God involved, I actually went through and managed to get the modem on the Tuesday when it was being connected on the Wednesday. So when the NBN technician came out, everything was right to go. He comes out, he runs a little bit of coax cable from outside of my house to my inside telephone point, obviously replacing the existing one, and Bob's your uncle, my internet is up and running like that, without so much as a new work needing to be done on the premises at all, or anything at all. That's it. There was no work that had to be done in this house. The NBN was available in my area, despite the fact that the NBN had been trying to tell me for 3 months solid that at the end of the day that none of these things was actually true. Regardless, so at the end of the day, obviously my internet is now up and running and I've been able to stream on it for 2 weeks. Yay for small achievements and small government. But regardless, so that's obviously gone through and is working very, very well, which is what I've been testing for the past 2 weeks. And by testing, I mean playing Star Citizen. Because, and that and Space Engineers. Because that's the best way I know how to test is to test my internet, is to play games. So yeah, if you have been wondering why there have been no videos on this YouTube channel lately, I've been a little bit sidetracked playing Space Engineers and Star Citizen. I apologise, I really, really do. I kind of got lost in the fact that I've got decent internet, yeah! And I've been able to play a game and stream it, and it's been great. But I still have no idea exactly why I had supposedly needed more work to be done on my house. I still have no idea why they were trying to tell me in an email that the NBN was not available in my area, when despite the fact that my neighbor was actually probably watching 4K porn on his right there and then. But regardless, I have internet now, and their response is, well, you've got it now, so everything's good. Never mind the fact that we're going to make you wait another 6 months or so before you were going to get you connected. Imagine if I had waited that long. God forbid I would have gone Rampage. But regardless, so yes, I do have decent internet now. And the only way I know how to solve this problem, if you are having the exact same situation, is Google your local member of parliament and give them a call. Just explain to them exactly what is going on with your internet connection with the most clear and succinct voice. And if you happen to have an email log, like I did, for example, of the the internet provider literally admitting that it's on the screen, and I'm just going to paraphrase it here, that at the end of the day, supposedly the internet's not available in my area, yet my neighbor has it, but I need more work done on my house, but nobody can tell me exactly what work needs to be done, to which their response was, yes, that's right. That you're literally admitting the excuse is a load of crap. And there's no oversight. There is no government branch that will go through and will actually make sure that the NBN doesn't completely just give you the runaround. But hey, welcome to Australia. You know, failing upwards, I suppose, is the new Australian motto. But at the end of the day, yeah, as for the NBN, hey, it's working now. Gift horse mouth, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, if you're having half the problems that I have, try going through and actually just giving your local member of parliament all the details that you can, any logs or conversations that you've recorded, and hopefully he can get in touch with the area manager, who will then somehow manage to push it through. Because it's not what you know, it's who you know. Because I tell you now, I knew at the start of this whole escapade that there was no reason why my house would not be connected. I knew the work out in the pit was done. I knew the box was on the side of my house. And regardless of how much I tried to tell the NBN that, they still would not take any notice. And it was only when I got a member of parliament involved that they actually fucking listened. But, like I say, welcome to Australia. Now that I have the NBN, I never, ever want to move. Because I don't want to have to go through this rigmarole ever again. Apart from that, guys, obviously we'll be going through and doing a live stream every day. I'm committing to that now, aren't I? So every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, depending. But yeah, obviously we'll be going through and we'll be live streaming that on Nonpartisan Media Live. Obviously we'll then be chopping up the videos and throwing them up on Nonpartisan, because YouTube wants to sink me into a black hole until I become irrelevant. And like a guy that's been wrapped in a straitjacket and dragged off to the asylum, I will not go quietly into the night!
We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interest. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July, and you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our independence.
And that would be my catchphrase as YouTube drags me off to the asylum. But yeah, so we're going to go through and we're going to put those up, obviously, on Nonpartisan Media. Also, I'm going to be doing some streaming on the gaming channel on every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. And yeah, obviously link to that obviously in the description below, so feel free to go and check that out as well. Apart from that, guys, obviously this video has been helpful. Please smack that like button if you're new to the channel. Welcome and subscribe. Obviously, if you've had any NBN disasters, feel free to put them in the comment section below. I can't guarantee I can help you, but it might be just therapeutic just listening to someone else's problems for a while. Because I tell you, the amount of times I've hulked out onto the conversations of people and just screamed at them that they were incompetent morons. It's not my final moment, but you deserved it. You really, really did. Apart from that, guys, obviously I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.